Hi, I'm Gary.
I'm Henry.
We're about to barrel up some Negronis. We've got our barrel, 9 liters, holds a case. We've got our funnel, and we have the high-tech also here to make sure that we're getting enough air between the funnel and the barrel to let there be flow. That was Henry's idea. We've got equal proportions, classic proportions for Negroni. 1/3 Campari, 1/3 red vermouth, 1/3 gin. Campari comes in 1 liter barrel or 1 liter bottles, so we have only 3 of those. We have 4 of everything else. We have been very, very careful to make sure that our barrel holds water, that it's moist, and that it's free of any sort of off aromas. The only thing coming out of this right now after multiple rinsings is the smell of a little bit of American oak. So we're going to get started.
Reminds me of bourbon.
Oh, yes it does. So we're going to crack this first bottle of gin. We're going to try and do this in increments. So we're going to do 1 bottle of gin first, then we're going to do red vermouth, then we'll do Campari. So we can do a little bit of a pre-mix. Oh, you're
I think we probably do 2 at once.
Oh, hell yes. So we're using for gin, the most important ingredient, we're using the Fault Line batch 1 that St. George made for K&L specifically. For red vermouth, we're using Dolan, classic French red vermouth. And for Campari, hell, we're using Campari. So I was asking my man Henry what music we should have in the background for doing this, and we took a look at the vinyl stacks, and
it's pretty obvious, actually.
Yeah. He thought the only thing to do was the Pogues, which is pretty much the only thing to do.
Oh, that's my bad.
Messing. Oh. I was a huge disbeliever in this. Our inspiration for this came from some of the pre-mixed cocktails that we had in stock at K&L. And Cinnamon, maybe you can chime in a little bit about those, because you were the one that was smart enough to buy them. But I remember
the fluid dynamics.
The fluid dynamics stuff. I remember seeing them and thinking, just immediately thinking of those little club cans that used to get consumed back in the day, and thinking that they weren't of very good quality. The club cans,
the pre-mixed margaritas
and everything,
screwdriver,
awful stuff.
And I remember just thinking, oh, this has got to be terrible. But luckily, you bought one, and we tried it, and it was sensational, and it really is something to this marrying process that happens in the barrel. The funnel is really important to this whole process. Turns out they need a little bit more. Doesn't look like our barrel's exactly 9 liters.
That's just the wood soaking it up. It's smart that way.
No, it still needs more. There we go. What? No. Oh, there we go.